Okay, so welcome Norway, welcome Hungary, welcome the UK. I'm going to start this webinar by introducing myself. My name is Trish Schwenkler. I am a housewife and I live in Boise, Idaho, which is in the United States. I found network marketing 21 years ago in 1993. At that time, I had 3 small children. I was fortunate that I stayed home and took care of the children. And my husband has an engineering degree from Johns Hopkins University. He developed and patented equipment for the semiconductor industry, and it looked like we had a perfect life. But I always had a dream of doing something really important, kind of like Mother Teresa, where I could change lives around the world. And when I found network marketing, I started to understand that by telling someone about health products and they would tell someone else, that I could begin to change lives around the world. I also read a book called The Global Censorship of Health Information. And you can Google the title of this book, and you can purchase this book from Amazon if you want to. And this book talks about the multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies and how they lobby governments around the world to make laws that are favorable to the pharmaceutical companies, yet unfavorable to any company that has a natural solution or a natural cure. And so I wanted to be part of the light. I wanted to tell people about natural health products that could help them and that could make their lives better. Well, a few months after I joined my first network marketing company, my husband lost his job. I'm sure that happens in other countries as well as in the United States. And all of a sudden, money became a big concern for us. We had 3 children. We had a mortgage to pay for. And so I started to learn about the income possibilities with network marketing. I wanted to help people, but I also wanted to win at the same time. And I learned that there was 2 ways to create success. And one way was to find customers by sharing products. And another way was to create a passive income by obtaining and developing team partners. Now, when I was a little girl, my parents had 8 children. And my parents worked very, very hard. My father went to work every day, and he came home from work at 5 o'clock, and then my mother would go to work, and she would waitress until 3 or 4 in the morning. And even though they worked very hard, they never seemed to have enough money. And so they started part-time businesses. My dad bought and sold used boats. My mother bought and sold used clothing. And again, they worked very, very hard, but all of their income depended on their own efforts. So when I learned about network marketing, and I learned about the idea of building a team and being able to earn not only from my own efforts, but also from the efforts of other people, I thought that this was a smarter way to work than what I had seen my parents do all of their life. I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And Robert Kiyosaki said that the richest people in the world look for and build networks, and everyone else looks for work. So I decided that I would become a network marketer. In my first year in network marketing, I didn't earn a lot of money, but I was helping people with wonderful health products. I felt like I was on purpose, and I learned a lot about network marketing. So I kept working very hard, and my 5th year in my first company, I became a diamond associate. And after 7 years, my husband and I became a $1 million earner. He never went back to corporate America. We both stayed home and raised our children. And what I learned is that most people in network marketing overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can do in 5 years. So I fell in love with network marketing because I know that the greatest wealth is health. Even if you have a lot of money in your bank account, if you're not healthy, you can't enjoy life. I love having a mission and a purpose, knowing that what I'm doing is leaving a legacy and making a difference. I love Jim Rohn's quote, "It's okay to become wealthy, but never at the expense of others, but only at the service of others." Zig Ziglar says, "Money isn't the most important thing in life, but it does rank reasonably close to oxygen." And he also says, "You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want." And this is what network marketing is all about, is helping other people get what they want. So I stayed with my first company for 15 years, and we had some very good years there. And then there came a point where I decided it was time, for various reasons, to leave that company. And I went on a search for a year and a half for a company that I could believe in once again. And in December of 2009, I found Asea. And so today I'm going to do an Asea presentation for you. And we are going to talk about the products, the patents, the purpose, and the people behind Asea. So first of all, Asea's products are based on a very unique technology called redox signaling technology. Now, if you are a business person, you know that it's very important to have a product, if you're marketing it, that's different from anything else that you can buy in stores or that you can buy online. And so Asea is a true category creator based on a new frontier of science. Our products are heavily patented. We have no competition and no copycats. No one else has been able to create redox signaling molecules outside of the body except for Asea. And also we have a huge advantage because people get results with this product. 50% of people will notice benefits within 30 days, sometimes much sooner. And 90% of people, if they use the product correctly and consistency, will notice benefits within 90 days. And this moves people to share the product and the company with other people. So redox signaling technology is based on the science of the cell. And your body is made of approximately 75 trillion cells. And your cell is a complicated little machine. But the most important thing in this picture is the liquid that you see inside of the cell. And this is salt water. Every one of your cells is primarily made of salt water. Now, if every one of your cells are healthy, you are going to be healthy. And healthy cells are your best defense against disease and aging. Healthy cells help us live longer, healthier, and younger. So this science of redox biochemistry that's based on the cell is one of the fastest growing areas of science in the world. You can see on the screen here, there are many medical journals that are studying this science of redox signaling, and thousands of studies on redox signaling have been published in peer-reviewed scientific and medical journals. So let's talk a little bit about the redox discovery. So here is a very simple picture of one of your cells. Remember that your cells are made mostly of salt and water. Inside of every one of your 75 trillion cells is something called the mitochondria, and this is a little power plant that produces energy. And this is why I'm talking to you today, and Lizzie is blinking her eyes and Kurt is smiling, is because we're all alive, right? And the reason that we're alive is because all of our 75 trillion cells are always producing energy. Now, in the process of producing energy, the mitochondria is also producing very important molecules called redox signaling molecules. And your cells are making these molecules out of salt and water, nothing else. Now, these molecules are involved in every major body system and function. They control every biochemical and electrochemical process that takes place within your body. These molecules are foundational to cellular health and healing. Recently, there was an article in the Lancet, and this is a world-renowned medical journal. And James Watson, who was the Nobel Science Award winner, said that type 2 diabetes is a redox disease. He also said that many major diseases are caused by a lack of redox signaling molecules. Now, James Lancet has never heard of Asea. Someone should tell him. James Watson says that the only way for the body to produce more redox signaling molecules is through exercise. Now, Asea is a little bit ahead of its time. This is one of the first times that redox signaling has been in a major medical journal like the Lancet. But as the months go on, we will see more and more of this type of documentation that backs up the fact that Asea is a truly profound and revolutionary discovery. So when we were babies, our cells had a lot of energy, and we were making a lot of redox molecules. Most children have a lot of energy, and they tend to heal very quickly. But when children become teenagers, they seem to lose that energy. They start to turn into couch potatoes, and from there on, our cells get slower and slower. As they get slower, they produce less redox molecules, and that's why we get wrinkles. That's why we get gray hair. That's why, as we get older, sometimes we need reading glasses. That's why the older we get, the longer it takes our bones or anything else to heal. This is also why many people, as they age, get more and more degenerative diseases. The cellular healing process becomes slow and sluggish. So as we age, we all have a deficiency in redox molecules. What would happen if we could somehow replenish our body's supply of redox molecules? Well, for the first time in history, we've been able to harness the power of these very, very important redox molecules. And what Asea has done is they start with the very same ingredients that your cells make redox molecules out of. Asea starts with salt and water. They take these two ingredients through a very complicated process that breaks the salt water molecules into free-floating atoms of hydrogen, oxygen, sodium, and chloride. Then the atoms are restructured into stabilized redox signaling molecules, a completely new molecule. There are 17 years of research and millions of dollars behind this technology. There are multiple U.S. and international patents. In fact, when you look at a bottle of Asea, at least in the United States, I'm not sure how the bottles are labeled in Europe, but it actually lists the U.S. patent numbers right here on the bottle. So what Asea has done is they have created redox signaling molecules in a bottle, also in a gel. These molecules empower your cells to heal themselves. In a few minutes, I'm going to show you a very amazing picture that shows how Asea really does empower the cells to restore themselves. Now, these molecules are native to the body. They're the exact same molecules that are created inside of your cells, exactly the same. So your body knows exactly what to do with these molecules. Asea is 100% safe. Now, you have a different label in Europe than we do. In the United States, it says that you can take as much Asea as you want to. In Europe, the government in Europe said, no, we have to tell people they can only take a certain amount of Asea. But the truth is that Asea is safer to drink than a glass of tap water or a bottle of bottled water. And you could drink a whole bottle of Asea every day, and it wouldn't hurt you. It would only help you. In fact, our founder, Vertus Norton, does drink an entire bottle of Asea every single day. Now, even though Asea is made from salt and water, by the time the whole process is finished, the molecules are changed into different molecules, so there's almost no salt left. In fact, one serving of Asea has about as much sodium as 1 carrot. And for athletes, there are no banned substances, and we do have studies showing that there are no banned substances. So anyone can use this product without worrying about it. Redox molecules are not like anything you've ever heard of before. There is no nutritional value in Asea. There are no antioxidants. There are no minerals. This is not a juice. It is not another type of structured water or alkaline water. This is a completely new science. And these products can do what nothing else can do because nothing else in the world contains redox molecules. The only place that redox molecules exist is inside of living cells and inside every bottle of Asea and inside of every tube of Renew 28. Now, it's important to know that we do have third-party independent studies verifying the fact that there are trillions of stabilized, bioactive, redox signaling molecules inside of every bottle of Asea. So sometimes you go online and you'll see some blogger who says that Asea is just expensive salt water, but apparently he has not read the patents that are on the bottle of Asea, and apparently he has not read the third-party independent studies showing that there are bioactive redox signaling molecules inside of Asea. So he or she is completely misinformed. So for the first time in history, we can now benefit from redox molecules from the outside in and from the inside out. Now I'm going to quickly flip through some pictures here. These are people who used Renew 28. You can see the differences. What I'd ask you to do is just in your mind connect the dots. If this type of reverse aging can happen on the outside of our body when we use Renew 28, what could happen on the inside of our body when we drink Asea, right? Same redox signaling technology. So this woman obviously is looking much younger, and most people when they drink Asea, they also feel much younger. This man is also looking much younger. Most people when they drink Asea, they feel much younger. Now some people have spots or things on this man had spots on his head, and using redox molecules, they started to disappear in a short period of time. This man is he's a veterinarian. He lives in the United States near Washington, D.C., and he wanted to do a scientific test, so he put Renew 28 on one side of his face for several months, and you can see the difference. This woman had inflammation on her ear. Inflammation is a very big problem inside of our body as well as sometimes on the outside. And you can see that redox molecules changed this condition in a short period of time. This woman had scar tissue on her nose. She used redox signaling molecules on her nose. And you can see that healthy tissue was once again restored. Her cells repaired and replaced themselves. This woman had some type of growth on her cheek. Within a month, healthy cells have replaced the damaged cells. Sometimes we have growths on the inside of our body, and sometimes we have them on the outside of our body. This is a teenager with problem skin. This can be a big problem for teenagers. They need all the self-confidence they can get. Renew 28 helped this young woman Now, sometimes you'll find that people's skin issues get worse before they get better. If you're going to clean your house, sometimes you need to take out the garbage before you can clean your house. And sometimes when your cells are renewing themselves, they need to get rid of garbage before they can start to restore themselves. Also, you can't flush a toilet without water. So make sure when you're taking Asea and Renew 28 that you're drinking plenty of water so that your body can get rid of any garbage that it needs to get rid of. Renew 28 antioxidant molecules are not just for your face. They can be used anywhere on the body where you would like to see improvements. Besides having pictures, we also have clinical testing from Dermatest. This is one of the top 5 skincare testing companies in the world. It is located in Germany. Dermatest tested 21 people for 28 days with Renew 28. They gave Renew 28 their coveted 5-star seal of approval. They saw an average of a 23% improvement in wrinkles, 22% improvement in facial skin texture, 20% increase in elasticity. So this is very, very important. Now, most skincare products have chemicals that can cause problems inside of your body. The beautiful thing about Renew 28 is it contains only 4 ingredients. 2 of them are salt and water. The other 2 are to make the product a little bit thicker and to make it spread evenly on your skin. So there are no toxic ingredients in our products at all, completely safe. The other thing that's quite amazing is, there's our little bunny, is that you would think that Renew 28 would be very expensive. However, Renew 28 is one of the least expensive skin, well, I call it a skin renewal product that you can purchase. So as we're doing this presentation, usually people think of other people that they know, their friends or their family, who can benefit from Renew 28. We talk a lot about how Renew 28 can benefit your skin, but also when you rub Renew 28, if you have aching joints or muscles, within 5 to 10 minutes, most people will notice that their joints or muscles reduce in hurting, and sometimes the hurting completely disappears. So it's a very fun product to demonstrate. I think we have someone with us today who is going to share his Asea experience. Before he does, I want to tell you that Asea and Renew 28 are not medical products, and they are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. But I think I'm going to stop my screen share. I think, I don't know if he's with us. I'm not. Just raise your hand if you sent in a picture today. There you are. Okay, I'm going to unmute you, Bjorn. Did you send in the picture, Kurt?
Yes, via Sissel and Morten.
Okay, so it's a picture. Okay, so is it a picture of you or someone that you know?
I had one from before and now, and no spot left.
So here are the 2 pictures. Maybe you can tell us about them, Kurt. Can you see the pictures?
Yeah, yes, I can see them.
Okay.
Yes. The one on the left was a big one I had on my back, and the one on the right one, that's almost gone totally, just a slight different color. But all the big one is just disappeared. It took almost 4 days only, 4 days.
And what products were you using, Kurt?
I drank Asea, and I used also Renew 28.
Okay, so what I understand is that you sent this picture, the first picture, to a doctor, and they said, oh, we better, that looks like it's not very good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an appointment on the 17th of February to come there and have it removed and examined. But now it's gone.
Okay. So this is an actual picture of your back after 4 days of using Asea products.
The right one, yes.
Okay, beautiful. So what you can see is essentially what Asea does is it tells the body to destroy the bad cells, and it speeds up the body's production of good cells, right? It empowers the body to heal itself. So that's really fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Kurt. Really appreciate it. Bjorn, did you want to say something today? I'm not sure if you did or not. Have you used Asea? Do you want to share anything today, Bjorn?
I have used products 2 months. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. But in the skin, it's no very better. But I sleep very well, and I have lost my sugar.
Don't need some sweets.
I don't need some sweets.
Okay.
And I have got more energy too.
Okay. So you're welcome to say that in Norwegian if you'd like to. That might be better for most of the people here. Would you like to do that?
Ja. Jeg har brukt produktene i ca. 2 måneder. Og det jeg har merket best på er kanskje energien og det at jeg sover bedre om natta. Det kanskje har en sammenheng. Og så har jeg ikke så veldig lyst på søtsaker. Og uten at jeg har gjort noe spesielt for det, når jeg var på vekter i dag, så hadde jeg tatt av noen kilo. Så jeg vet ikke, det kan være produktene som har gjort det.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bjork. Thank you.
Yep.
So we have Lizzie from the UK. Maybe some of you have not heard her experience. Would you mind sharing what happened to you with Asea, Lizzie? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Trish. Thank you very much. Hi to everybody. Yep, I'm Lizzie from England.
Maybe talk a little slower for the Norwegian people.
Yes.
Just a little.
Hello. Yes, thank you. I'm Lizzie from England. I was introduced to Asea nearly 2 years ago by my 89-year-old auntie, and I had a neurological problem, health problem that just came out of the blue, and was put on 22 tablets a day, very poorly, could hardly walk, my energy was very down, became very, very ill, had lots of relapses. I couldn't work properly, just very devastated. My body was, and my bones, and there's nothing they could do. Then I coped with that for several years and was put on steroids, which weren't good for my body, and I'm glad she was introduced to Asea just nearly 2 years ago by my auntie, and started taking the product. And very soon, I noticed it very quickly on the first day. I could feel things happening to my toes and my fingers. Wonderful. And every day, every week after that, my energy came back. My sleep was brilliant within 2 days. It got better and better. My energy was so much better. I lost all the aches and pains in all of my limbs, and gradually my walking became better over the next few weeks and then months. And within 6 to 8 months, all of the horrible symptoms of this horrible disease basically faded away. And I was over the moon. It's helped me so much. I have my life back now. And Asea is the only thing that I take twice a day, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, Lizzie. Thank you. Appreciate that. At the end of the program, I'd like to ask a few other people to share. But for now, let's go back to the PowerPoints. Okay, so you should be able to see now. Okay, so now sometimes, like you heard from Lizzie or like you heard from Kurt, sometimes people will notice something changing in the first day or the first few days. That happens to a small percentage of people, but you don't ever want to promise anybody an instant miracle. if you take Asea for 30 days, you have a 50% chance of noticing things change. But if you take Asea for 90 days, there's a 90% or more of people will notice positive differences. So be sure to set correct expectations for yourself as well as for the people that you introduce to Asea and Renew 28. Now, in order to make this easier for us, Asea offers a bonus case promotion. If you enroll in Asea with at least one case of Asea or Renew 28, and then if you get on the auto ship at time of enrollment and you have 3 successful auto ships shipped to you, then you will qualify for a free case of Asea. So this is a very good incentive to help people stay on the product long enough so that they start to notice good things happening. Now, Asea manufactures the product. Their goal is to get it to customers. They do not use any normal forms of advertising. Asea takes the product from the manufacturer directly to the customer through relationship marketing. And Asea started in Salt Lake City. They are now in 25 countries. They have done over 200 million in cumulative sales. And they have done this without any advertising, simply by word of mouth. This is not just salt water. This is bioactive redox signaling molecules that are changing people's lives around the world. So Asea is now in 25 countries. We will continue to expand into Eastern Europe. At some point, Asea will move into Asia and South America. And so Asea has big plans to expand around the globe. Now, even though Asea has only been around for 5 years, Asea has advanced to the top 100 network marketing companies out of 2,800 companies worldwide. So we are growing very fast, but we are also growing in a very stable manner. Asea's founder, Bertus Norton, during his working career, was the VP of Strategy for Kraft Foods. So this is a man who has run billion-dollar Fortune 50 companies for most of his life. Bertus Norton hired a dream team of executives from the network marketing industry. You can see that Asea started in 2009 and has had significant growth every single year. Now, Bertus's goal is not to be the fastest growing or the sexiest network marketing company. His goal is to be very stable and to continue this upward momentum. At some point, Asea will go into hypergrowth. The concept of redox molecules will start to become as familiar to the general public as antioxidants are now. But the beautiful thing is there is only one source for these redox signaling molecules, and that is Asea. So very, very exciting to be with Asea at this point in time. Now, from a business point of view, if you are going to make a business decision, you want to ask yourself, what is the market? Who can benefit from these products? And here's the beauty of Asea. Everybody can benefit from Asea. People who are interested in anti-aging, people who are health conscious, people who are health challenged, or those who are interested in prevention can all benefit from Asea, as well as the huge sports and athletics market. Asea is fantastic for performance, endurance, recovery, and repair. If all of your cells are operating with more energy, you're going to be able to run or swim faster, further, longer, recover faster, and do the same thing over again the next day. Now, since Asea introduced Renew 28 almost a year ago, Asea has also entered the $1 trillion beauty and cosmetics market. So we have a huge market for our products. Some people choose to build a national global team. Other people simply want to be a part-time builder and help others and earn some extra income in the process. And some people simply come to Asea because they want better health. Wherever you see yourself, it is our job to help you get what you want. I myself started in network marketing 21 years ago simply because I wanted better health. Then I decided I wanted to help other people and earn extra income. And when my husband lost his job, I decided to become a serious business builder. So you can always move from one area of this chart to another area. Now, if you'd like to start with Asea, the first step is to become an associate. That is $40 US. And then you want to activate with an order. You can purchase anywhere from 1 case to 8 cases of Asea and or Renew 28. But our best option is our 4-case option. When you purchase that option, you will save the most money and you will have enough product for yourself and your family to use, as well as a small revolving inventory to use for your demonstrations and to help people get started on Asea right away. Then you're going to want to start on auto ship to make sure that you never run out of Asea and Renew 28. And if you're a serious business builder, your first objective should be to go out and sponsor at least 20 people. Out of those 20 people, you're probably going to find 4 people who, like you, really want to share Asea with the world and build a business. And if those people do the same thing, and if their people do the same, over time, you'll develop a large network. Now, Asea has 6 different ways that they pay you for being their advertising agents. And you can cash flow very quickly. You can earn back your investment in a matter of days or weeks if you choose to do that. You can earn, a small part-time income, or really the sky's the limit. Okay, I'm a housewife from Boise, Idaho, and because of Asea, I'm able to earn more income than most doctors or attorneys. So this is something that's open to everyone from every background. Now, our platinums and diamonds in Asea will earn over $8,000 per month, sometimes much more than that. And we also have several people who have advanced into Asea's Millionaires Club. So however big or small your dream is, if you're willing to focus on it and work for it, Asea can provide what you're looking for. So this is the end of my presentation today. I invite you to change your life with Asea. You can change your health. You can look and feel younger. You can improve athletic performance, and you can absolutely transform yourself, your life, your income through Asea. So what I'd like to do before I close out today is I'd like to invite a few people to share why they have chosen Asea. And I'd like to start with Harry and Sigrun. If you guys don't mind just sharing why you decided to become Asea Associates and build a business. If you want to, you can share your product experience. And you're welcome to speak in Norwegian or English, whichever you prefer.
Ja, jeg tar det på norsk da. Ja, vi har brukt produkter I 3 veker, cirka 4 veker blir det vel. Så det så jeg har fått I hvert fall mye bedre energi. Fått vekk en del nervesmerte I beina som jeg har slitt med ganske lang tid. Mjukere I muskulaturen, mye bedre I muskulatur. Bedre humør, fått ny energi igjen. Så kjenner jeg at allmenntilstanden forandrer seg. Det vel kanskje det som jeg legger mest vekt på, at hele kroppen I forandring. The whole body is changed. Så Sigrun har vel litt.
Ja, jeg har sovet mye bedre og har fått mer energi også. Jeg synes det spennende produkt og ser... Ja, jeg har handa mi, har ikke klart å knytte skikkelig handa mi, men den mye mjukere I bevegelsene mine. Ja, og så har vi sett at den ikke vi har jobbet hittil, så har det gitt oss inntekt på det også, og det er selvfølgelig vi interessert I å se at det kommer inn på konto.
Det er veldig overraskende, sånn som jeg har sett det. Og når det gjelder business-biten, så er det veldig spennende.
Yes.
Ja. Takk. You understand?
Every word, every word. So that's wonderful. That's perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, I can take questions about the business if you'd like me to. Maybe before I do that, Sigrun or Harry, I think you know my schedule when I'm coming to Norway, the different towns I'm going to be in on the different dates. I'll just send that out later. I'll send it out and we'll get it to the people. So my husband and I will be in Norway in March. And so I will hope to see many of you in Oslo or Trondheim or a couple of other cities. So thank you very much, Harry and Sigrun. Much appreciated. If you have a question, raise your hand and I will unmute you so you can ask the question. Okay? Okay, so I think that's about it. I'd like to thank Kurt and Lizzie and Sigrun and Harry for participating. And I'd like to thank all of you for taking time out of your evening to be with me today. It's a pleasure to be with you and have a great Asea evening. Okay? See you in Norway soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.